Contenders or pretenders? Which teams are actually competing for the Super Bowl at this point in the season? Let's start with the Baltimore Ravens. This team does have its weaknesses. They cannot rush the passer at all, and honestly, they feel pretty weak in the trenches on both sides of the football, but I still think they're contenders because they have Lamar Jackson, they have Kyle Hamilton, two of the best players in the sport. That raises their ceiling on both sides of the football. The Chicago Bears have definitely taken a big step in the right direction with Ben Johnson as head coach. Caleb Williams is really starting to come into his own, but this team does still feel a year away with the run game and with the defense, so unfortunately, Chicago, you are still pretenders. The Kansas City Chiefs also feel like pretenders because they're losing all of their one-score games. The receivers aren't playing well. The defense isn't playing particularly well. Even Mahomes doesn't seem to be at the top of his game, but if I know anything about the Kansas City Chiefs, it's I have to trust that they're gonna turn things around until they actually don't do it, and for that reason, I'm going to continue saying they're contenders. Moving on to the Detroit Lions, this is an offense that is definitely experiencing some regression after the loss of Frank Ragnow and Ben Johnson this offseason, but ultimately, they have multiple all-pro level players on offense, and when those guys are playing at their best, they can go toe-to-toe with anyone. They are still contenders. And last, but certainly not least, let's talk about the San Francisco 49ers, who have exceeded all expectations and managed to continue winning games despite being super injured on both sides of the football. I think it's more than fair to consider Kyle Shanahan for Coach of the Year, but I do not think this team is actually going to be competing for the Super Bowl this year. The defense is just too banged up. Without Fred Warner, without Nick Bosa, this is not a team I would trust come playoff time. They are pretenders.